Hey, Radical fans. Today's Radical Rundown, it's an interesting topic. You have to accept the fact, for some bowlers, the game is passing you by. This is not the same game from 20 years ago. It's not the same game from 5 years ago. But you have to understand, as you get older, and I'm targeting most of the older gentlemen and ladies in the world, you have to realize you're probably not going to be at that competitive level you once were. The game has just evolved differently. It's more of a rev-dominant game. The harder and you can throw with the more revs on it, you have an advantage. Just watch the PBA Tour and you'll see the guys that bowl every week for the top of their game. These guys have 550, 570, 520 rev rates. They throw at 18, 20, 22 miles an hour. You have to realize that if you're a senior bowler or an older bowler, even in the 40s, you're 40 years old or so, you're going to start to lose some of the flexibility you had, and some of the things you did maybe aren't as good now for scoring as they were then. You know, there was a book out years ago, Par Bowling, and Tom Kouros wrote that there's a balance between accuracy and an action. Action meaning rev rate, accuracy meaning how well you hit your targets. Nowadays, it's tilted towards, it's away from accuracy and tilted more towards action. So the guys that can rev it more create more area on the lane and get better pin carry. You have to realize that you're not going to be able to do that. So you have to become more accurate and more consistent to be competitive. But also accept the fact that, you know, maybe you're not going to be able to keep up with the guys that are averaging 240 and 250 in a tournament anymore. And it's hard to accept that. Your mind is willing, but your body's not able. So you have to accept the way you throw it and maybe create a different situation in your game where you feel more comfortable and it's more repeatable. You know, I struggle with that now because, you know, I'm older, much older than I was when I was in my prime with bowling, and I just can't do the things I used to be able to do, but I still enjoy the game. So I'm going to go make accommodations to allow me to be as competitive as possible and still enjoy myself. That's today's Radical Rundown. Subscribe to the channel, leave us some comments. Talk to you soon.